Welcome to part 2 of the Tampa Bowlers Tour, Whalers fam. It is a handicap singles tournament with optional doubles. These are just highlights of what happened in Game 3 appearing on your screen right now. Same arsenal, as I've talked about, the Roto Grip Exotic Gem is the only 15-pound ball I'm using, and it's the main ball throughout this whole video. When we left with a 529 after 3 games, which is a really solid series. That's where I would rather be right now, and that's what we ended up getting. In this video, you will see games 4 and 5, how they played out, where we finished, all that good stuff. That'll be recapped in this video. After each game, we move over a pair of games to the right, so you're going to see us end on lanes 41 and 42 by the end of this video. We start on lanes 39 and 40. If you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel so far if you like what you see. I do these bowling videos almost weekly, and I post probably 2 to 3 times a week, give or take how the bowling schedule plays out. Also, really quickly, while I'm just talking and letting some time burn here in the recap period, make sure you check out my shorts on the channel. I greatly appreciate that a lot. Every like matters on shorts, and that's one of our most best ways to gain more subscribers here on YouTube. So feel free to check those out, slap a like on them, show them some love. I greatly appreciate it. And with that said, we're going to get ready to send you guys into Game 4 as my highlights from Game 3 come to an end. I will catch up with you towards the end of Game 4. Here we go. Wrapping up Game 4 now, we're doing relatively okay. We had an amazing start, but we had our split and a missed pin on a spare. So that kind of held us back. And then we had this leave as well, which kind of hurts for us. I thought I put this ball in a good place to react, but it needed another board to go over, and I probably could have got that spare, but we miss out. 131 now after 7 frames. As for Michelle here, her strike runs continue, and she's still in contention for a cash spot, being in the top 7. Mark goes up here and puts a nice double together for us. I know I have an edit in here because when I edit these, sometimes I make mistakes and I'll correct them. I'll correct them like a band-aid essentially, so you'll just see a different layer of text when I make mistakes on these overlays. Just makes it easier on the editing side. As for me here, we leave a 10 pin thankfully. We could have had it worse, but 10 pins today haven't been absolutely terrible. We're 50% going on 60% after the spare. Michelle's working a double here, and she's been pretty solid throughout the entire tournament. Turns into a triple, and she'll walk away. Or, well, she's not quite done yet, but she's at a 177 at the time of this shot from Mark. Mark leaves a 9 pin here, and he'll finish with a 201. Michelle with a 205 at this exact moment with the spare remaining, I believe. But yeah, Michelle will finish with a 224. I continue on with a 149. This one is a weird spare that I just didn't get. And we walk away with a 158, which is our worst score through 4 games. Our cash spot drops to 26th place, so now we're dropping a little bit behind by 136 pins. So we got a little bit of work to do in Game 5 to try to close this tournament out and turn this one around a little bit. We won't make it into the top 10 today in this one because my average is a lot higher than the first time I did this event, but if we can end this tournament on a good note, that would be a bit more ideal for us. Steven also got a 158 at the end of this one, so this would be his worst score of the tournament so far. With that said, we're going to move over a pair to the right and try to make things happen again. It's pretty much going to be all we can do. Try to finish with a good game. Sadly, no 200s in this one, this went through 4, I should say, but no 200s at the moment. Unfortunately, we had 2 last time and 2 really good 200 games in the last video that we posted. Anyhow, I'm just going to let this play out and get you guys on to Game 5 so you can watch how we finished. See you at the end. Okay, so in game 5 now, we're doing really good and everything's marking. So that's where we're at right now. Clean through 7, going into the 8th frame now. We still have a chance to at least finish good, so that's what we're doing here. Nice little Brooklyn ball ends up leaving a 10 pin here. 7th 10 pin of the day, but our 7 pin spare number continues to climb. We faced a couple 10 pins in this game as well, might I add, making this a bit of a challenge to stay clean. Steven gets a nice triple here. Jason's back up now. You haven't seen a lot of Jason in this video just because his scores are down at the moment, but he'll get a nice strike here to wrap up his game. Although he's got another frame to go, obviously. Michelle's going to throw another ball up, strikes as usual. She's had a pretty solid tournament, as I mentioned earlier, and tied for second after 4 games. So she's trying to keep in that top 7 with a average and more. As for me, though, we get a nice spare again. So we're in the 9th frame, setting ourselves well up for the 10th frame would be a bit ideal here. Put the ball up, spare again. So everything's clean through 9 frames going into the 10th. As for Mark, this is his final fill ball of the tournament, and he'll take 9 down for 167. Jason finishes with 153 with Michelle still to bowl. I am back up again. I leave the washout, which isn't really ideal for me. This could put our game in jeopardy of being clean. I gave it a try though, gave ourselves a shot. We take a nice little spare here, and we stay alive. All we need is a good fill ball here, and we can get a 190. Nice little shot here for me, takes everything down. 191, our highest score in the entire tournament through 5 games, and we come away clean. So we have a completely clean game. As for Michelle, she just has a fill ball here to finish the afternoon and walks away with a 198 to my 191. As for Steven, he gets a nice strike here. I just let it play out from here, but he'll finish with a 198 in game 5. Kind of a weird gutter there in the middle of the 10th frame, but anyhow, for us, we're tied for 21st at the end of the day, down 136 pins on 878 scratch. We get about a little over 1,000 in handicap back to put us in that 21st position. I didn't really bowl bad today. I put up 4 pretty decent games, 1 bad game, but that happened in the last one too. So we're bowling much, much better than we have been in league. Stats page is going to come up for right now. It's going to show you the full breakdown of how everyone did that I featured in this video. Jason finishes 33rd. Michelle comes in at 4th. Mark is 19th. I am tied for 21st. And Steven is just going to make it back into the top 30 with a scratch total of 877, 1 pin shy of me. Mark had 913 on. These are all scratch numbers in the totals. I didn't put the handicaps in, but this gives you an idea on scratch how we did. Because I feel like a lot of you are curious about the scratch total more than the handicap one. But even though this was a handicap tournament, our placements are accurate. I feature my game 5 score here as well. We finished 27 pins under my normal series average through 5 games, which is actually not bad. Pretty solid day. Not terrible. Definitely could have had a couple spares back for sure. And we were 136 under the money line to cash in this tournament. We were much closer in the last one because of the lower average, but today, not so much. But this is probably like games, what, I'd say maybe 6 through 11 on that exotic gems, so we're still fairly near with the ball, but we're getting there. Hopefully we can translate it good into a nice week of league, but greater things can happen. So just got to try to stay hopeful, even though we've been going through it in league for the last couple weeks, and the content probably hasn't quite been there, but you guys have still been supportive of it, so I appreciate that a lot. Um, with that said, the next tournament is going to be my Cool Wick October series, which is in the same bowling center. And then following Cool Wick a week later will be my Turtles, and then we'll get back to the Tampa Bowlers Tour in late October for another go around of handicap singles, optional doubles. The next league night video will be my Wednesday night mixed week 5. That'll come out to you either Wednesday night or Thursday. I don't know which one yet it'll come out on, but I'll keep you guys, or you'll know when it comes out. You'll get as long as you guys get the notice, you'll know when all my content comes out. Click the bell icon if you want to know when my videos come out, as well as my shorts. Greatly appreciate your support on all the videos, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care, Whalers fam.